Okay, so we'll just start with the session. So hi guys, thank you everyone for joining in for yet another webinar of Dedupe. So I'm Subodh Lad. So I am one of the business managers at iNogic, and I'll be taking you through the use cases of Dedupe and how it will help you to find or match your duplicate records and also prevent them. So we'll just go ahead and start. Okay, so before we start, just want to lay out some ground rules for this webinar. So during this time, all the lines would be muted. If you have any questions, you can just type in the chat window. And apart from that, we'll have a separate Q&A session at the end of this webinar, in which, if you have any questions, I will be answering those separately. Okay, so before moving forward with the webinar, I just wanted to give a brief about what we do at iNogic. So iNogic is a Microsoft Gold ISV partner, and we are in this domain since the last 15 plus years. And currently we have 17 plus productivity tools, as you can see in our screen. So Maplytics being at the forefront of our tools. And apart from that, we have different tools in different domains. So as you can see, we have attached to Dynamics, we have visualization apps like Kanban board, Map My Relationships. Apart from that, we have productivity apps like Undo to Restore, Click to Export. We have user adoption apps like GameFX 365 uh, and Deduped. And we have also integration apps, which are very hot selling right now. So some of these are WhatsApp for Dynamics. So what it does is it integrates your WhatsApp with your Microsoft Dynamics CRM. And apart from these productivity apps, we are also a system integrator. So we also help our partners to if they have any custom requirement, or we have our in-house services team. So if you have any requirement for custom development or any service related activity, so you can just reach out to us at crm@inogic.com, and our team will get back to you. And regarding these products as well, if we resonate with any of these, you can just put down the inquiry on the same email address, crm@inogic.com, and our sales team will get in touch with you. Okay, so we'll just go forward. So that was for iNogic, and we'll just go forward with the agenda of today's call. So what I'll be highlighting here is we'll be going through the challenges that one faces due to duplicate records. What is the need for dedupe? After that, we'll have a live demonstration of the entire tool. And post that, I'll highlight some of the key features of dedupe. We'll have a FAQ session, and post that we will have a Q&A session. Okay, so these are some of the challenges that one faces because of duplicate data in the CRM. So the first one being inaccurate data, and as the inaccurate data over time, it can pile up and it can create a mess in your entire CRM system. Like you might not be able to recognize which is the real record and which is the duplicate record. So that is one thing. Apart from that, it increases your storage cost over a certain period of time. Okay. Oh, 1 second. I think, am I audible to you guys? If you could just type in the chat, because I think I got one feedback from Jamie that he's not hearing anything. So if you guys could confirm. Hello. Okay, okay. So I think, yeah. Okay, so I don't think there is any audio challenge. Okay, so the second being increased storage costs. Over time, if you have duplicate records, like over a period of time around 5, 10, 15 years, this every record has a cost associated in the cloud, as there are multiple activities that can increase the size of that record, and it will ultimately lead to a higher storage cost overall. And post that, we also have poor decision making. So if you have inaccurate data in your CRM system, it can lead to like it can hamper your decision making ability, as the incorrect data can show like incorrect numbers. In suppose you want to have a sales projection, and you might have some sales some deals that are duplicates. So these might show some inflated numbers in your entire sales cycle, and which can hamper your company's projection rate and growth, etc. So that is poor decision making. Apart from that, loss of historical data. So this duplicate data can lead to confusion about historical accuracy, like which record was created when, and you have to like manually check like which is the most accurate or most relevant data. Okay, so these are some of the challenges. And so I'll just give one example here as well. So in this, there is John Richard. So suppose John Richard is like interacting with iNogic. So he is talking to our marketing team, because our marketing team sends out newsletters, emails, flyers to them. And he has just clicked on any of the newsletters. And also he is speaking with our sales teams because he is interested in one of our 17 tools, and he had encountered a bug in one of those tools, and so that is why he is also connected with our support team as well. So as a thumb rule in any of the major organizations, like if someone interacts with you outside of the organization, there a lead is being created as a thumb rule in your CRM. So what it does is, like in the marketing, sales, and support, in these three different domain, the same guy is interacting, but there are three different leads created under the same name. And as you can see in the marketing, the title is given of CEO. Sales guys are not aware about his job title. The support guys are also now not aware. So there can be a mismatch of data as well. So imagine going over like 10-15 years of time, and this duplicate records piling up. And that is where dedupe comes in. And what it does, it helps you to detect, prevent, and merge all your duplicate records in your dynamic system. Okay, so without further ado, what we'll do is we'll just start with the live demonstration. Okay. So I'll just start working on my leads entity here. Okay, suppose I'm working on Simon Riley right now, and I'll just let this load. And as you can see, I get a form notification here itself that duplicate record already exists for this. So now what I can do is, instead of just searching for Simon Riley again in our entire CRM system to check how many Simon Rileys are present, what we have done is we have given this show duplicates button here. If I just click on this, it will just search the entire CRM and it will give me the duplicates. Okay, so as you can see, there is one duplicate record here. Okay, one is present in lead, and one is in contact. So we have cross entity duplicate detection also present. Okay, so now I've detected this lead, this duplicate. So what I want to do is I can just go ahead and merge this into a single record. So if I just click on merge, so it gives me a preview as well. So these are the two records. Okay, and I can just mix and match like what are the details, which are correct details. And in the left hand side, I'll get a live preview of how my final record would look like. So suppose I know like this is the correct phone number, I'll just go ahead and click on this. The job title, as I know, instead of manager, it is correct. The number would be product manager. Really is the correct last name. The phone number here is also correct here, the alternate phone number. That topic of interest, if I just select instead of car purchase, I'll just select dedupe. And as you can see here as well, the preview changes as soon as I click on any of these. Okay, and now suppose I'm satisfied with the preview and I just want to go ahead. So what I'll do is I'll just click on finish. And once I click on finish, it gives me a pop-up notification that once this is done, this cannot be undone. So if I'm okay, I can just go ahead and click on this. I can just click on continue. So while this records are being merged, it will take a few seconds of time, as the records and the related activities on these records are also being merged in the background. Okay, so we'll just wait a few seconds for and let it merge. Okay, so as you can see, we do get the notification here that the related records are being merged in the background. Just wait a few seconds and I'll just refresh this. Okay, so that form notification of merging has gone, but it is still showing me the duplicate record exists for this. So what I'll do is I'll just click on show duplicates. And as you can see, the lead one is already merged into the single record, but the contact one, it is still there because as you know, like these are cross entities and merging them into a single one record would not make any sense. So we have cross entity duplicate detection, but merging them does not make any sense. So that is for a single record. That is how you can just find and merge your record. Now you might be wondering, this is for a single record. What about if you have hundreds of thousands of duplicates present in your system? So what about that? So for that, we have our CRM tool. We have our Windows tool. Okay. So you just have to simply log in with your CRM credentials and it will automatically link here. Okay. I'll just refresh this once. Okay. I'll just select the lead and my open leads. Okay, so the number of records as here is 80, and I'll just show you here as well. So in here also we have 80 records. So now if I want to just search for all the duplicates in the system, I'll just click on find duplicates and it will search my entire CRM for this 80 records to search my entire system if there are any duplicates present against these 80 records. Okay, so as you can see, there are 24 duplicate groups and total of 50 duplicates that have been detected. Okay, and now suppose I want to search for a specific record to check just if there are any duplicates associated with that record. I'll just type in Don and I can see there is Don Phelps here. Okay, and as you can see, there is a make master button. So we have this master setting rule in the entity configuration that I'll come back to. And if you want to like change any of this record and just make any of them as a master record, you can simply click on this and you can just make it as a master record. Okay, and now suppose if you want to just group and just merge this. If you want to merge few of these groupings, you can either do this, or if you want to merge all of them at once, what you can do is you can just simply click on this and you can just go ahead with the merge. And here as well, you will get this notification that once this is started, this cannot be undone. And if you just go ahead and proceed with this, it will start the bulk merging process. So while this is being merged, I'll just quickly take you to the entity configuration. So as I was telling you about the master deciding rule, so currently it is set as latest modified. We also have the provision of oldest modified, latest created, oldest created, most field values. Any record with the most field values will be automatically set as the master record and most activities. And here we have criteria based. So criteria based is nothing but you can just upload your own fetch XML here and it will create a filter. And taking that filter in mind, it will set the master setting rule. Okay, so this is for merge settings. And as you can see, 24 records have been merged successfully. You can also download the CSV file for this. And as you can see, the total number of records has now changed to 30 records. Okay, so I'll just go into my CRM and just check. I'll just refresh this as it was 80 records. Now, as you can see as well, it is 30 records now. Okay, so you might be wondering like, okay, fine, this is for your old duplicates that were already present in the system. But what about duplicate, new duplicates that would be created like again? So for that also, we have duplicate prevention. So what I'll do is I'll just click on Simon Riley once again, and I'll just take its email ID. Yeah, and I'll try to create a new record of the same name. Again, the same email address. And once I go ahead and click on this, it gives me a notification that a duplicate record already exists with the same email address. Now, what I'll do is like, I'll just ignore this now. Trusted in dedupe. One really. And I'll just go ahead and try to save this. Okay, so if I just go ahead and try to save this, it again gives me this notification that there is one duplicate already present in the system. And I also do get the button here of ignore and saving. But you might be wondering like if you just give this button to each of your sales guy, then the problem won't be solved. Like they will just ignore and save every time and the duplicates will pile up once again and you just have to go back and delete those duplicates. So for that, what we have is in the entity configuration itself, you can authorize user roles to ignore duplicates. Okay, so here I think it is already set as for sales admin. I'll just reload this once. Okay, yeah, it is set as system admin. I'll just remove my rights. I'll just save this. Okay, and we'll try to save this once again. Okay, so now you can see that ignore and save button has vanished. So you can just set it for like some of your particular users or some of your managers that some of your sales guys has to go back to your manager and get their approval to create that duplicate record in your CRM system. So in that way, you can just authorize some users to ignore and save. Okay, so that is how our duplicate prevention works here. Okay, so that was for our demonstration of the dedupe tool. So second, we'll just quickly go over all the features that we covered here. Okay, so as we were talking about the duplicate identification, we showed you in the tool as well as in the CRM how you can identify all your duplicates. And on-demand duplicate detection identification, you can just search for any of the particular name, and you can just check out if that duplicate exists in your system. Duplicate prevention, I just like walked you through how duplicate prevention works in our DDD, and you can just clean up historical duplicate records as well. And merging duplicates, we just merged around 24 of the main records through our dedupe tool. And view columns. So view columns is the if the user wants to view the duplicates in the column name same as the CRM view, then you can just select that particular view in that configuration. Okay, so we'll just quickly go over the frequently asked questions here. Okay, so the first one being, can we clean up historical duplicate records? Yes, we can, as we just went over like, in the CRM system itself. And with our tool as well, you can just clean up all your historical duplicate data. The second one being, does it work for all Dynamic 365 entities? Yes, it does. It does work with all your out of the box as well as all your custom entities. The third question being, does it work with Microsoft Dataverse? Yes, it does work with Microsoft Dataverse. The fourth question is, can we merge duplicate records in bulk? Yes, we can. We have the Windows tool for that, our dedupe tool. You can just use that and uh, start merging your duplicates in bulk. And how to get started? So you can just go to our Microsoft App Store, and you can just type in dedupe and get the free trial. Additionally, I'll be also sharing the trial details in the chat box as well. You can just download our solution and start with our 15 days trial. Okay, so we'll just quickly, you can just type in your questions in our chat box, and we'll have the Q&A session right now. Okay, so you can just type in your questions. Yes, hi Karen. So yes, you will be able to merge all those related records. As you had mentioned in your question, you will be able to merge all the related records. Any other questions? You can just type in the chat box as all the lines are muted. So I won't be able to hear any of you guys. So you can just type in the chat box. Any other question, guys? I'm just waiting for your questions. Yeah, I think someone is typing. Yes. 1 second. So hi, Michelle. I got your question. So we have given multiple methods in that. So you can either you can set it as like the complete email address should be matching, and in that also fuzzy is also applicable. We have a separate rules for fuzzy matching. So in fuzzy you can either if the first starting 2 or 3 letters are same or the last 3 letters are same, then you can just add those. So we have both the functionality, the fuzzy matching as well as the complete email. So in the both scenarios, it will be detected as a duplicate. And yes, Karen, I got your question. Yes, you can just download our dedupe tool from our Microsoft App Store. Or if you want, I'll be also sharing the links in the chat box here as well. So you can just download our latest solution and just you can go ahead, proceed, and I'll be also sharing the steps on how to activate our 15 days trial. Okay, any other question, guys? So hi Polo. So the licensing works on like the entire number of system users in your CRM environment. So if you have around 100 users, so 100 users would require a license of DDoD. I hope that answers your question. And any other questions? Okay, so I don't think there are any other questions. So what I'll do is for now, I'll just paste in the link of our I'll just paste the link of our tool and the documents of how to you can just install and configure and also the features of our tool. I've put it in the chat box. I'll just quickly go over and yeah. So Deduped is available for Dynamics 365 version 9.1 and above, and it is also available on Microsoft Dataverse. And we also have on-premise. You can deploy it on your on-premise. And you can just get started as I shared the link with you in the chat box. You can just get started with our trial within 10 minutes. And it will be a 15 days trial. And if you have any questions or queries regarding our product, you can just get in touch with us with crm@inogic.com, or you can just email me as well, as I'm one of the business managers who is taking care of DDD. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the session. Thank you everyone for joining in, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you guys, and hope you have a great trial. And if you have any questions or queries, you can just email us at crm@oinazuk.com. And apart from that, you can just visit our website as well, and you can just go through our other tools in our portfolio as well. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for joining in. Bye bye. Have a great day.